What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? So, we are on episode 3 of my podcast. Got a lot going on today, so forgive me if I'm kind of, audio's not great, video's not great. I'm actually in the process right now of uploading my 3 models that I'm getting ready to release today for my Patreon members. If you want to know what they are, you're just going to have to wait. I will today talk about a couple of different things. But first, I'm going to talk about my Patreon because I've been putting a lot of time and effort into this and working with some amazing artists. And the 3 files that I'm going to be dropping today are very, very nice, well detailed models. If you haven't signed up, make sure you go over there and at least check it out. Um, got some pics and stuff over there of some previous models and some of the new stuff that's coming out. The link is below in the description. But one thing I do want to show you guys right now is I have one of my models that I'm releasing this month that I've actually started to print on it. And it's actually my favorite character, of course. And this is the Punisher here. This is part of the Ultimate series that I've released a couple months ago. We actually have Doctor Doom that just came out, and also Captain America, which is standing right here in front of me, that we also released. If you haven't checked that video, go check it out. It is in the probably one of the corners right now. The making of the Captain America. And this is sculpted by Enzo Shimamura. He's actually doing some work for me again. Super excited to have him. And I also have another Ultimate series that I'm releasing this month, and that's Venom. And don't have any pictures right now because, again, I'm kind of uploading some stuff on some of my computers. And I don't have anything right now, but there's some pics over on the Patreon page. So go over and check those out. And Venom is actually being sculpted by Victor Wyland. He's actually did our Red Hulk for me, and turned out very well. Had a lot of good response off of it. So, couple things I want to get into today, and the first one I want to talk about is. Well, if anybody's followed me for like the past couple of years, I've been doing YouTube for about almost 3 years now, I think. One of the first companies that I worked with that actually kind of helped sponsor me to get the YouTube channel off the ground was Lenant Printers. And I've been working with them off and on for a couple of years now, and I did a couple of reviews for their printers. Very good printers. They worked out really, really well. I still use them. And but it appears that Lenant is no more. I'm guessing that because it's been several months since I've contacted them or had any contact by them. I think the last time I had contact with them was probably about 5 or 6 months ago. Back then, they were talking about working on a new printer that was supposed to have been released back like in December of last year, so almost a year ago, and it never came out. But a couple of other YouTubers that were working with Lenant also have not heard anything from them. We've kind of been going back and forth to see if we've heard anything. And even if now, if you go onto their website, it's totally gone. Their website page, their if you have any links or something like that, their store is totally closed. There's nothing on there to order anymore. All of their stuff from Amazon's been taken down. So, and it's a sad, sad thing, but unfortunately, Lenant got caught up in one of these things where they're a new company, a small company. It's hard to compete with some of the larger companies like Anycubic, Elgu, hell, even Uniformation has grown quite a bit since they started. And apparently, they didn't have the cheapest printers, but they were really good printers. I mean, I really enjoyed them. They're easy to work with, easy to print with. Always had pretty good success with them, but unfortunately, yeah, they're no more. I don't know whether they're going to resurge and come back with something different. But my assumption is they're pretty much gone. So, if anybody wants any parts for Lenant or FEP sheets or anything like that, like if you've got a Lenant printer, I could tell you that some of the universal stuff works really, really well. If you need like build plates and stuff like that and screens, I think you're kind of out of luck, unfortunately. Not sure if they'll have anything available on the secondary market, or if the, like I've said, if they're going to come back and offer parts or using printers or whatever. I don't know. I can't even get in touch with customer support, which is sad. So um, so that's one thing that I kind of wanted to get out of the way. It's kind of one of those things that was, you know, they're one of the first people that reached out to me, and I did a review for. So I felt, I felt kind of bad about the whole situation. But unfortunately, I think in this market, because there's so many big time players out there, this is going to be one of those things that's going to happen more and more. So curious what's going to happen with some of these other smaller companies, but we'll have to wait and see. So the second thing that I want to talk about is I had a situation a couple of weeks ago that happened, and I'm usually like a non-confrontational person. I usually don't like to, you know, you know, talk about things like, negative things on here on the channel and stuff like that. But I felt really compelled because this one kind of set me off pretty much. And I'm going to talk about a situation with an artist that I had. And let me know what you think in the comments, because, the one thing that I don't like doing is getting into a confrontation with anyone. I don't think this is really the time and place for it, the platform for it, but apparently people are drawn into the drama thing or whatever. And, I'm not really trying to create any drama necessarily, but I feel like it's something that I have to discuss, because I work with a lot of artists, a lot of up and coming artists, a lot of artists who deserve a lot more credit than I can give them, or anybody can, that are just not well known, that are still coming up through the ranks, still honing their skills. And that any day they could be, break out big, and could be, working for a big time company and stuff. And that would be awesome. That would be great. But every now and then you reach one of these artists or somebody who it just feels like that their work is superior than anyone else's, or they have like an arrogant state of mind. I mean, have you ever had anybody like that? So, but I had reached out to a person. Martin Mora is his name. And Martin has a Patreon, not a very big Patreon, but he also is a sculptor that's featured, some stuff on Instagram and We Are Collectors and stuff like that. And basically, I reached out to him. I saw a sculpt that he did of a Spider Man that looked really, really good. But I reached out to him and asked him about purchasing the model, purchasing the file. You're never going to know whether the artist's selling the file or whatever like that unless they state on their post, or if you ask them. So there was nothing really stated on there. He just had some pictures. Everybody really liked it. It looked pretty impressive, and so I reached out to him, and so I reached out to him, like I said, and asked him. I actually made a comment on the post, and then he reached back out to me and with a basically saying, "Hey, thank you. I'm glad you're interested in the models. It's available to members of my WhatsApp and Discord groups. Um, and new members have 7 days to purchase the model from the previous crowdfunding." I'm not sure what that is, but then he gave me the price of the model, which was a little bit more expensive than what you would normally find as from an STL model and stuff like that from an artist. But that's fine. You pay for the artist for their work. You support the artist. So like I think the original file was like $45. Like it was a Spider-Man model, and you can get the black version for 65, and you can get both of them for like $80. Again, no problem. I had no problem with that. And he put on there, today is the last day to get the models. And if I wanted the models, I would have to be a member of their Discord. So that, I'll say this. If you have an artist that makes you join their Discord or makes you join their group in order to purchase the model from them, this is my opinion. You can take it for what it's worth. But if you have an artist that makes you do that, then go away. I mean, get away from them. I mean, that's your money's just as green as the next person. If they don't want to sell you the models and say, well, yeah, we're I'm not selling the model. If they're going to sell it, sell it. But to make you join a Discord group to become an official member, to me, that's a way of getting like likes and stuff like that. And that just doesn't set well with me. But anyway, the message that I got back was, unfortunately, I can only sell to group members. The model's not open to everyone. This also prevents people from wanting to share the files on the internet. I'll stop that right there, because no matter who you sell to, they can share a file on the internet if they want to, if they want to be a bogus person, as I found out with one of my models this past week. So, all right, it's a restrictor group where I will always post models. So if you like my models, I think it is worth joining. Okay. After reaching a certain number of regular supporters, I will restrict their group and no one else will be able to join. This is a decision to make the model more exclusive and for those who appreciate my work. So, making the whole thing limited to a group that you have to join in order to get it. I'm not sure how you feel about that, but that's the artist's right, I guess. I mean, I don't like it. And I was kindly just said, I don't care to join. Thanks. I don't really care to join another Discord or group. Do you have a link where I can purchase the file? I'm just interested in the classic pose or whatever. And then I let him know I'm definitely not going to jeopardize by my credibility with the audience, in selling the model or whatever. I do have over 30,000 subs on my channel, and I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize another artist. I wanted it for my own collection and possibly do a video for it on my channel, but that's okay. I didn't want to get caught up in another group. That's cool. Thanks anyway. And I let him know, like, nothing can prevent bad people from sharing your models on the internet. I'm just saying. And he goes, it's a rule. I promised the group. Unfortunately, I can't be disloyal to my members and sell on the side. Okay, suit yourself. It would be amazing if you did the spider on your channel, but I'm a man who keeps his promises. You have the link if you want to change your mind to come in. You can leave whenever you want, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Thanks. No disrespect. I just don't want you to keep up with another group. I think the whole secret group thing is overplayed and unnecessary and prevents an artist from getting recognized his work or his work recognized. And I think you could reach hundreds, if not the 34 members of your group, because that's all that was in the group was 34 people. Okay. So then this guy, I guess, decides to take his arrogance and post our conversation in his group to saying, oh, these are the people basically that I do not want around, to, I guess, to, this is like an exception or whatever. This is why I do this. They want to get my models for free, something like that. And when I clearly told him I didn't have a problem with the price or anything like that. And I even confronted him with it. But the reason I'm going through this is because, it's a matter of, don't be an arrogant prick because you put out a model that some people are going, yay, it looks great. It looks great. If you have your set of rules and stuff like that, that's fine. Like I said, it's your deal. I'm done. No problem. Um, and I even told him, I said, there was absolutely, I confronted him with the whole thing. And I said, I just saw your post and, that you made in your group's conversation. I wasn't dissing your group. I even said, well, because he thought I was dissing his group because it only had 34 members, which I was not doing. I was encouraging the guy to get his work out there, and reach more people, A, to make him more money, and B, to make himself a little bit more well known. I thought I was doing a decent, gesture out of it. So, um, and I told him, I even said that I was stating you could reach more people rather than the one group. That's your decision. Posting our conversation and trying to call me out was not a good decision. And then he says, life is very difficult for those who create sculptures. It's hard to compete with Patreon, which sends 20 STL files for $10. I'm not telling you have to send 20 files for $10. This devalues models and sculptures. That I kind of agree with to a point. But he's not an established sculptor yet. You may have not meant it, but you were you're really disrespectful to my work. Many people send me messages devaluing my group and my work. I was not being disrespectful to the dude by any means. My group is really small and unknown, but everyone starts small and then grows. Good luck with that. Many people send me messages like yours wanting to buy the file without joining the group, and I always tell them the same thing I told you. I use their conversation as an example to everyone in the group without revealing your name. Dude, you tried to blurt it out, but then you went back and like you could tell. And then I even had a couple of your people to message me about it. That's the only way I found out about it because I didn't join his little group. And they refused to buy from you because, again, they saw it as arrogance. I only want to do my work and I can sell to people who really want to support me. Good deal. You're 34 people. You are always welcome to the group. Maybe we just misunderstood each other because of the different languages, but I keep my word not to sell to people outside the group. Rules are rules. All right. I even told the guy there was absolutely no disrespect to your work. It was quite the opposite. Not once did I complain about the price. I asked a question, you answered, and I moved on. What's disrespectful is you posting a conversation with another person and twisting it around, which he did. Matter of fact, 3 of your group members sent me the conversation and now refuse to buy from you. If you want to make a statement in your group, don't post conversations with other people on there. It's a sign of arrogance. Good luck with your model. So I'll just say this. I have a lot of artists that I talk to, that I work with and stuff. And most of them, 99% of them are humble. They want to do work. They want to get their work known and everything, and to get out there and uh, put out good work and stuff like that, and not make you join a group and feel like that, well, my work is superior to, to, your deal is you have to join my group in order to get my work. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But do yourself a favor, and I know another YouTuber does this too, and I don't like it, where if someone says something to you, you got to post their conversation online or whatever like that because you feel like you have to demean them. That's not cool. That's not how you get subscribers. That's not how you get customers. That's how you get an ass kicking off the internet. But I don't deal with people like that. I felt like it was necessary for me to say something about it because usually I'm pretty passive about it. I usually don't say anything, but it's one of those things where if you no one wants your help, or they don't want to sell it, then say, hey, I got a group, don't sell it, move on, which I did. But don't post our conversation in there and try to make an example out of me, because you don't do that to anyone, because it always comes back on you in the end. And so, just be careful, be mindful of this guy. If you ask him about his file, he's going to make you join his group. Apparently, that was the last day to get the file or whatever. And, be careful of artists that are like that aren't humble, that don't want to, to, you know, respect you and respect your comments and stuff like that when you try to help them out or whatever. So I won't beat a dead horse on it. That is what it is. But, just guys like that, you know, are they're destined to, drive away people. So anyway, so I won't touch base anymore on that one or whatever. I kind of let that one go, but I felt like it was necessary to say something about it. If there's a shitstorm to come out of it afterwards or whatever like that, so be it. So moving on, come back from vacation and everything, and start trying to get caught up on things. I'm working on my next full video for you guys, and printing a couple of new models to do. I'm kind of like in the middle of printing some of my Patreon's models to start working on them, and I want to focus more of my builds on those. Got a couple of tutorials coming up. Been dabbling around with some different techniques as far as skin tones, and I'm going to share that with you guys. I think it's kind of, something I need to update. Going back and looking at some of the older videos, there's some things on there that I probably do differently now. So I'm going to share those with you as well. And, so those are upcoming here relatively soon. I will be doing some giveaways from my Patreon on the STL files. There will be some couple things that I give away on a live stream here relatively soon. And, yeah, so you're going to have to tune into those. And the other thing to mention is I am in the process of moving all my files over to Gumroad. I think it's going to be that much easier to obtain and to access and everything like that. I will be doing some private videos for, no, not OnlyFans or anything like that. God forbid. No, I'll be doing some exclusive videos for my Patreon members. And I do have memberships going on for the channel right now. I'll be doing some stuff for them. I haven't been really promoting it or anything because I I haven't been able to really nail down anything yet, but I've got some exclusive things I'm going to be doing for there. So I'm always trying to do some different things with the channel, trying to evolve a little bit instead of staying focused on 3D printing. And I'm going to be doing some other stuff. I know I've been talking about it forever and a day, but I'm going to be doing some other stuff with 1/6 scaling, 1/6 collectible stuff, because I've been doing a lot of, customization figures and stuff for my collection. So a lot of people have asked me about it. What would I do to customize a figure, kit bash a figure, or anything like that. So we'll be kind of covering some of that stuff in the near future as well. And I will be doing some promoting of some of the newer Patreons that I've kind of joined up and checked out. I'll be doing a video for that pretty soon. Those seem to go over well. Everybody really likes those. They like new places to find models, different models, new models, besides the same old, same old. So I will definitely be doing a video on that here relatively soon. And that's probably when I'll do the giveaway for one of my files as well. But I'm always interested in what you want to see in a Patreon. So let me know in the comments below, what are some of the genres or some of the models, figures, characters, whatever, movies, it doesn't matter. And it's off, everything's off limits. What would you like to see in a Patreon? And I'll definitely take that into consideration and maybe talk with one of the artists and see if it's something that is pretty sought after and people would like to see it. So other than that, that's about all that's really going on, guys. I am still in the process of cleaning up back here and straightening up the room. It's hard. It's really hard when you run a family life and a full time job, and plus trying to put out videos and live streams and podcasts and a Patreon. Maybe I took on a little too much. I don't know, but it'll eventually get there and everything. But that's all I have for today. We're going to go ahead and call this one a wrap. Get ready to get these models out to you guys, you Patreon members. And again, go check out the Patreon catalog on the front Patreon page and see the different models that I have. If you're a new subscriber, you will be able to get 2 free models from that catalog, any models that you want, until the 15th of this month. After the 15th, I will have a welcome package. Finally, I finally put one together for you guys. I'll have a welcome package, and that's the models that you'll receive for new signups. So if you want to take a look at the models, and it's $10 a month, for signing up through the 15th, you're going to get 2 free ones of whatever you want. Plus, you'll also get this month's models. It is Franktober. So along with Franktober goes with quite a bit of Punisher stuff, little exclusives and little things like that. Also, check me out on Facebook. I do have a Facebook group over there that you're welcome to join. And I am on Instagram as well. And that's about all I got, guys. And until the next video, stay safe out there. Get out and create something. Print, prep, paint, repeat. And we'll see you.